With more than 17,000 people passing by every day, the Mont-Royal metro station is one of the busiest stations in Montreal. However, right in front of the entrance, the Place Gérald Godin is just a big square of concrete. With no vegetation and no shade, this space becomes a perfect location for the urban heat island effect to take place. The urban heat island effect, or UHI, is what happens when cities heat up far more than nearby rural areas, about 1 to 3 degrees more. Dark surfaces with low albedo like asphalt reduce airflow, and a lack of shade trap heat. This extra heat is not harmless. It can cause discomfort, worsen health problems, cause heat stroke, and even be deadly. It also affects the environment by altering rainfall pattern, increasing flood risks, and worsening air pollution. Let's hear some opinion. What do you think?
C'est extrêmement frustrant de voir un potentiel d'espace public remarquable gaspillé de cette façon et devenir plus beige que beige.
Our solution for this space would be to create a green area in front of the metro station that creates shade and reduce the UHI effect while also making the station more inviting.
The green area consists of a 244 meter squared half oval bordered by 46 meter concrete walls that double as seating. It also has 7 wall-top benches placed where there is more shade or near bus stops. Following the subway station design standards and the current pedestrian flow, 4-meter wide paths are left on each side, as well as 6 meters for the sidewalk. The area is divided in two, a tree zone and a smaller flower zone. To reduce maintenance, the two planting zones use different soil depths and irrigation methods. Because flowers require more maintenance and watering, the flower zone has a water reservoir under a 50 centimeter layer of soil. It consists of a 20 centimeter gravel layer that stores excess rainfall in the gaps between the gravel. During drier periods, the water moves up into the soil through capillary forces, reducing irrigation needs. A thin sand and biochar layer between the two helps to bring the water up. The reservoir is shaped like a funnel with a pipe connected to the city's sewer so that it can be drained before winter or during heavy storms. In terms of structural issues, geotextile is added to stop sand from getting in the gravel layer, and vertically between the two zones to stop tree roots from growing into the flower section. Additionally, a perforated panel sits above the sand and biochar layer to reduce compaction. For the tree zone, no water reservoir is needed since trees become resilient after a few years. The zone simply consists of a 1.5 meter deep soil layer, which is enough volume for healthy growth.
Around the green area, we would put a cooling pavement to help reduce the heat island effect. This pavement would cover an area of 449 meters squared.
For this project, we chose the imperial thornless tiny locust. It grows really fast and reaches about 10 meters high with a 9-meter canopy, which makes it ideal for creating a large shaded area. It's native to North America, well adapted to Montreal's climate, and even tolerates de-icing salts. For the flower zone, we selected native perennials that do well in the full sun, support pollinators, and stay short enough to keep a clear line of sight. These include the common milkweed, purple coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, wild bergamot, and harlequin blue flag. Even though the project has many benefits, there are a few important challenges to consider. First, adding green spaces reduce the amount of open area in front of the metro, which is sometimes used for kiosks or small events. Existing elements like the tourist information stand will have to be removed and relocated elsewhere. Also, environmental limitation during the installation. Creating a planting zone requires construction work and the use of material like concrete, which has a high carbon footprint. Economically, the system and the new vegetation requires an initial investment, and there could be costs for maintenance in the long run. From a health perspective, introducing vegetation could mean it could interfere with the clear line of sight of users, good lighting at night, and access for emergency vehicles to the metro. Legally, this project requires multiple approval. It must comply with STM bylaws and get engineering clearance to make sure underground structures are not affected.
In the end, considering the vegetation, the structure, and the reservoir system, the project would cost a total of $42,764.86. So that was the details of our project for the Montreal Metro Station. Thank you for listening to this video.